Have you ever noticed that some people have an amazing ability to see money in everything? Best of all, they can build enormous wealth from something small. Ray Kroc was just like that. He, like many of us, wanted to get rich all his life but only made it when he was over 50. The reason was that he learned how to properly convert everything around him into money. Imagine if you had that opportunity too, and the days when millions were just a dream were over once and for all. Sure, you can live a long life like Ray, accumulate money wisdom, and maybe when you're in your 50s you will get rich too. Or you can watch this video till the end right now and start getting richer today. Welcome to the main channel about finance. Subscribe if you want to find out all the financial secrets. The success story of the most profitable fast food restaurant in history, McDonald's, is known worldwide. Many believe that Ray Kroc is not the most positive character in this story. But at the same time, it's unlikely that an ordinary roadside diner could have become so popular without Kroc's involvement. His life was lined with mishaps precisely because he was so eager to get rich. Ray looked for profit in everything, but it wasn't until he saw McDonald's that he realized what his mistake was. Need for some and profit for others, those two concepts brought me $800 million, claims Kroc. Kroc was a famous businessman, but all of his ventures regularly failed. When in 1954 he needed $15,000 in cash to buy the license to distribute McDonald's, no bank would give him a loan. He had to mortgage his house and insurance. "I was able to capitalize on the risk, and I learned that risk is always worth more," Kroc said. In the end, Ray Kroc's life story ended with him becoming wealthy and having his dreams come true, which is the most important thing any of us should understand. Ray left behind a lot of useful finance secrets, which I will reveal to you in just a second. The best of life is always ahead. Ray Kroc's story leaves behind some questions, especially about how he managed to make such a serious commitment at a time when most people are already thinking about retirement. How did such an opportunity even occur to him? The key factor was his way of thinking. He believed that the best was yet to come. He longed for more, he didn't just stay in his comfort zone. That mindset, if you have it, can make a big difference in your life. Believe that the best is yet to come. Believe that there is more to come. If you ever stop, it means you finally lost, and you've also admitted your defeat, says Ray. You have endless possibilities. When you think the best is yet to come, you will look for opportunities. You'll open your eyes to things you may not have been paying attention to before, Ray Kroc believed. At the time, Kroc already had a good multi-mixer business, but he didn't stop there. He kept looking for the right opportunity. Eventually, he heard good things about a McDonald's restaurant that intrigued him. Finding opportunities is already action moving forward, which increases the chance of finding it and recognizing it when it arrives. Otherwise, you might miss an opportunity even if it's right in front of you. The scariest moment of life is when you stop looking for opportunities, says Kroc. Act fast. What do you do when an opportunity presents itself? You should act fast, advises Ray. Ray always acted with lightning speed. Of course, it wasn't always successful, but at the same time, it played to Kroc's advantage at just the right moment. When he heard good things about this far-flung restaurant, he decided to go there and see it for himself. And when he saw the restaurant's great potential, he didn't put it off. He negotiated with the McDonald's brothers about opening his own restaurants. There's a window of opportunity. If you're too slow, the window will close, states Kroc. Your thoughts must have scale. The twist in McDonald's success story is very simple. The McDonald's brothers could have built the chain themselves, but the problem was their way of thinking. They thought small. They were already satisfied with their one restaurant and their comfortable life. They had no desire for anything more. Kroc, on the other hand, had already envisioned hundreds of restaurants across the country before he even sat down at the table. He was thinking big, he had a vision, and that made a big difference. Millions are big money, and they don't come when you have small thoughts, Kroc asserts. Opportunities love the focused. When Kroc decided to seize an opportunity, he focused on it. He devoted his time, energy, and money to it. In fact, in the early years, he didn't even take a paycheck to help the business move forward. He didn't let himself get distracted. He had a vision of what McDonald's would be, and he rejected short-term opportunities that didn't help him achieve that vision. Even the strongest need a team. The key to Kroc's success was his team. He had a strong team. He found the right people and put them in the right place. He found people who built on each other's strengths and complemented his own weaknesses. Many of these people stayed with him for years when McDonald's became a global brand. With their help, he was able to build the company quickly. The key is to get the story right. Raymond had a real talent for impromptu speeches. He could tell the details of his brainchild McDonald's in a fascinating way and knew how to inspire employees in a special way, charging them with energy and passion for their business. Thus, Ray Kroc had three major talents: selling, making money, telling stories, that helped him realize his potential and become successful. Believe me, making money with your mouth is much easier than by labor. As ambiguous as that sounds, Kroc asserted. Simple means effective. In planning to create a nationwide restaurant chain, Kroc realized that effective network development was impossible without a carefully regulated system. It was important to him to attract those entrepreneurs who were new to the restaurant business, so Kroc sought to make the system as simple and straightforward as possible. A person is more important than a diploma. Kroc always focused on talent, bright people, and didn't tend towards intellectuals. He favored people who were energetic, proactive, and hardworking over those who were inclined to be too serious. Most of the first McDonald's employees, like himself, did not graduate from college. Kroc always chose the right people by looking at them, not by their degrees or merit in other companies. Age is just a number. As long as you're young and green, you keep growing. As soon as you feel you're mature, you begin to rot, says Kroc. People tend to think that wealth is only available at a certain age, but Ray Kroc has become an example that this is not the case. It's important to be set up for money within yourself, to grow and evolve, to burn with the idea despite your age. If you've been pursuing wealth all your life, taken a bunch of actions to do so and then stopped, that's your main mistake. After all, you might have been one step away from big money. That's exactly what Kroc believed in. Basically, it's essential to remember just two things. One, that you can get rich at any age. And the second, that if you decide to move towards wealth, if you take steps to do so, you should never stop. The way to millions is your only choice. It's not worth wasting time and effort if you feel that you can lose. If you start something, then finish it at any cost. It was the main channel on finance. Subscribe and get rich.